Hello and welcome back. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Factorio, a rocket per patron. So I fixed the copper issue. Turns out I just need a faster belt. That was the only issue, really. So we upgraded all the belt, and now the science is happening. So that's good. I think it's about time that we power through some of these final stages of science, and then pretty much start to redesign the factory to be better in many ways. So, like what's holding up science right now? It's probably the red. I was thinking about maybe we can strip this whole thing here. It doesn't need to be there. I think we did that elsewhere, if I remember correctly. Could be mistaken. Many of these machines need to get upgraded again. Someone had suggested in the last episode, I'm only one episode ahead of you guys right now, so that means that comments that you make on the videos are actually very likely to be seen. I mean, they're usually seen, it's just that I can actually interact and act on them right away. Actually, some of this, you know what? This is all robot related. Let's get ready to take this part down. We're gonna rely on the new interface, the new thing. Oh, I'm so glad that I have that thing to make that go away. These little bits and bobs on the ground. Alright, so I had set up robots up here in our new grid. I don't like these buildings that squeak through doesn't apply to. Alright, so we did, what are these things? Flying robot frames, 1, 2, 3, and then this is flying robot frame 4. These are construction robots. Someone had said, did you forget the logistic robots? And yes, I did. Thank you. Derp. So we need logistic robot 1, 2, 3, 4. Apparently we did unlock the 4th tier as well, so let's update these as well. So this needs to be flying robot frames 4. This needs to be construction robots 4. This is supposed to be the logistic robot tool 4. And this is that one. This is not related. This is the yellow logistic robot brain 4 and the construction robot brain 4. Copy in your requests. Okay, so just did that and that. That's those two. I should have just put them all together, right? Like construction robots, the other robots. Would have made a lot more sense, wouldn't it? Yes, it would. Okay, well, I think we got all that stuff. Lots of research is getting done now. That's good. I did have to console command my running speed. It seems like every time I reload the game, the running speed mod breaks, and all of a sudden the toggle doesn't work anymore, and you just have the same speed all the time. So I don't know what's up with that, but it's easily fixed by console commanding your run speed back to normal, and then taking your power armor off, console command the run speed back to 0. Or to like no modifier, and then it works again. So it does disable achievements, but who's really worried about achievements, right? Alright, there was some more stuff down here, but I don't think I was able to do it all. Yeah, actually, okay. So RoboPort charging pad Mark 4s. I was making the big ones, gotcha. Okay. Alright. This iron's getting cleaned up. Probably did gunk up some of the factories somewhere, but that'll get sorted soon enough. For now, these things are holding ridiculous amounts of stuff again. I decided to not fix it at first, but now I think I'm going to use a simple fix, if I can think of one. One option is to just use inserters, right? I think for now that's the simplest solution. That way I don't actually have to spend any real time on this. We'll just use an express stack inserter. I asked Nexel about it. He thinks that it's probably just a bug related to loaders. A vanilla bug. Which kind of makes sense considering that loaders never actually got fully implemented into the game. That there would be problems with them. So, But weirdly enough, it only seems to apply to these specific types of furnaces. I'm not having this issue with assembly machines or any other type of machine. I don't know. It seems strange to me. Anyway, you are lacking Roboport charging pad Mark IVs. We can't make those because we don't have the charging pad Mark IV. You don't need the 4s. I don't need this. Why did I think I need this? Ah. Silver zinc batteries. That's what we're actually missing. So no, I don't need this. Get rid of this. I don't want these. I'm never going to use these. I accidentally just made a bunch of them. Oops. Okay. Well. How about we make some silver zinc batteries? We need sodium hydroxide, silver oxide, zinc plate, plastic bar. Well, for now, these things don't actually cost anything, right? While they're just sitting. Drain of 16 kilowatts. Well, that's too much. It's too much. We have power issues right now. This should really have productivity modules in it. These electric chemical furnaces should be upgraded to the electric multipurpose, which, let's see, where should we put these? For now, I guess we'll just put them there. Sure. That's the highest tier of that. That's the highest tier of that. Get the highest tier of those. I don't think I'm really ever going to need to use yellow belt anymore, but then again, I say that and then I constantly end up going back to it. So let's just tier in like some stack inserters. We'll use express stack inserters. I think wherever you're going to use a regular stack inserter, it would make sense to use express instead. So my one disappointment is I don't have the actual loaders as part of this set, which would be nice. Okay, anyway, my whole reason for updating that was that I was going to do this, and we were going to add more productivity modules to it. And productivity modules is actually something I think I'm going to put on my bar as well. I'm going to put all 3 of these down here because I use them so often. I don't have to find them anymore. Okay, a beacon would be another thing. These are electrolyzer Mark IIIs, the Angel version. They are not running because there is no where to put the lithium percolate electrolysis, because these guys are not allowed to work unless the lithium chloride percolate is less than 1,000, which there's plenty of. These are regular electrical chemical furnaces. We'll upgrade them to multi-purpose. Actually cut the number of them in half. Module them up. Put down our beacon. Beacon actually already affects it. Beautiful. You are requesting cobalt oxide, and we have none. Cobalt oxide, where did we make that? Somewhere down here. Remember, this was making cobalt, and then this is where some of the cobalt was coming from. We are out of mineral sludge. These are old. This is an old beacon as well. I'd rather put this guy right in the center. Okay, we'll upgrade these guys. Just upgrade all this junk as much as you can. Just fix it all. It's slow and bad. Okay, and then these guys, we need to pull the modules out. We have plenty of modules to throw into the machines, the better versions. We'll put down raw speed, go like that, and then we got to figure out what's up with the mineral sludge production. We have no ceramic filters. We have no ceramic filters because looks like they just sort of ran out. Probably because there was an overflow and I put this thing in and eventually this thing was wrong and it consumed them all. Great. Spend ceramic filters. So we need to add some ceramic filters again. Without productivity on these things because it breaks things. So you're going to make ceramic filters again. Not from spent. This one I do think we can use productivity in because it's going to be the one that's gated. So you're going to come out and we need to set something up. Well, that's interesting how that happened. So because there was no belt there, it actually told them to pick it up. Okay, so I want you to only make the spent ones if what? I want these to have priority. So we'll have you, like, side load down here. And we'll just have you go to the far side in both cases. And strip these modules. Now this is part of where the problem was. I ended up making too many of these slurry, like the filters, right? Maybe that's not really a problem. Let's just let them do that. I think productivity is too good to pass up, but then let's see if we can find a better overflow system or something. Maybe I should I just go into the settings and turn on the ability to have broadcasted or beaconed productivity? Would that be too ridiculous? Say yes. Say yes, that would be too ridiculous. Otherwise I'm going to be tempted to go do it. You need to stop me before it gets crazy, before it gets out of control. It's gonna get out of control. Alright, so if we use productivity in this, we would end up with extra ceramic filters. There's no problem with that. That's good. So the issue is the overflow, which actually now that I've got some in here, this is never going to need to run again, probably. Yeah, that could go there. Frame, copy. Okay, so you guys are blocked again already on the slurry, the filters. So, what do we end up doing with these things? This is extra equipment that's going to be created over time. It's probably a bad thing, isn't it? Well, I guess so long as there's an ability to keep creating these things, I guess just do store them. Right? This is not supposed to be... No, that's okay. This isn't supposed to be here, though. Let's put the blue loaders there. You're going to be a thing like that. And then once this thing gets full, which we know that it will, How are we going to deal with the excess? I guess we will set something up that's going to just, if there's more than a lot, if anything is greater than, say, like, what do they stack to? 200, we got 48 slots, 200 times 48, it's 9,600. If it's greater than 9,000, that's kind of a funny reference. If it's greater than 9,000, then offload them into an active provider and just get rid of them. But then they're just gonna end up in storage somewhere, and we'll find something to do with them at some point, I guess. Alright, now we have too much of the... I think that's sulfuric wastewater. Yes. The sulfuric wastewater is running down to here. This thing is overloaded because it's just this machine. Okay. Do we want productivity in here? I think, yes. I think productivity is good. These guys... Productivity or speed? Probably just speed for this. No, don't try to consume them. These are clarifiers. There's no upgraded version of a clarifier. We could put a beacon here. I should create a blueprint for my beacons. I only ever use one type of beacon these days. So I'm going to get rid of the beacon Mark V from this. Instead, we're going to put a blueprint here. If I can find the blueprint. There we go. That one's going to go there. We're going to create a new blueprint. I'm going to just blueprint that. Include modules, include entities. Yes. So that's going to be, instead of having the beacon there, now I can just put down the one with the modules and it will automatically do that. Alright. Okay, so you are consuming every little bit of sulfuric wastewater that comes through now. Some of this stuff needs to get cleaned up at some point. You should probably get some productivity. Speed can go here. All clarifiers, I think, should have speed. Speed's good. We like speed. These guys are running non-stop, so they should definitely be both productivity and beaconed, I think. They are electrolyzer Mark IIIs. Do I have the ability to make better versions of that? I think there's one more tier. There's the liquefiers, oil and gas separators. There is an electrolyzer Mark IV. Did I ever set that up? That is a hydroplant Mark I. I can make hydroplant Mark IIs, but I don't have the equipment on hand to build them. Alright. That is definitely building up a surplus, but we are making some of this stuff again. There's a single section of slow belt here. Slowing down the whole thing. You've been blocked for a long time, wow. Okay, so... should we just loader this? I mean, even if they're running at full speed, I don't think they can actually run super crazy fast. I don't know, I feel like now that I've got the beacons in here, we should strip the second half. Get rid of the lights and the power, and we'll go just the big guy. We'll get rid of these. Okay, so we still got productivity in there. At one point I had shut the connection off to this. I just straight up turned it off. And the reason for that was that we had plenty of silver and rutile. Is that still true? We have 900,000 crushed stone, which we could definitely spend more time converting into these more advanced metals. Iron, slag, cobaltite, 120,000. So there's actually plenty of cobaltite. Looks like copper might actually be a shortage. Surprised to see no copper in there. And yet there is copper. See how this one's blocked. This one's not causing the same issue. And neither is this one. It's just the steel. Don't know. Very strange. Is the copper not, like, being loaded up into the... No, there's some copper in there. We're not actually shy on copper right now. Alright. More beacons, more modules. Why not? It's probably going to ruin everything, I'm sure. Need to redesign this whole area at some point. Because it'll probably break, because I'm not going to look at it right now to see if it's actually breaking it by doing this. I mean, making more fertilizer for cheaper is probably not a bad thing, but it could be. Could very well be. Those were already blue inserters, so I don't think I messed them up. Okay, you guys are running non-stop. That is an indicator that we need productivity. These are only gas refinery Mark IIs. So there's room for upgrades there. I'd like to get these things closer together so that one beacon could affect them both. And I've got beacons here, but they're the older versions. Let's strip these just completely. Put down a new beacon. New, bigger, better beacon. And new, bigger, better modules. Ah, interesting. Okay, so I don't actually need to reach in and to replace them. I can just control-click them in. But it doesn't replace the lower-tier crap modules. How many pipes? All these pipes everywhere. Alright. That is an old beacon. I really like that blueprint. That's nice. It's handy. Okay, so some productivity in the methane. I'm not going to do it on those. As tempting as that is, getting free steel chests and stuff is not something that I want to do. So current versions of that. This is all beaconed up. Over here, these things, they still have old modules. We don't actually need these. You know what? So it's way cheaper, I think, in general. Well, cheapness isn't really a factor anymore, is it? But a single beacon, just broadcasting that effect, is probably good enough. Right? Because that single beacon takes the energy usage down by 80% and speed up by 800%. And at this point, I don't know. I think actually productivity might be better in these. Does that actually work? Does it cause it to generate new bits and bobs? I don't know. I think that we are just going to do it anyway, because I want to make sure that these, when they run, they are going to be efficient. Of course, when they run might be very, very rarely. Maybe we should not have the beacon here, because the beacon costs a lot all the time. That's not a lot, really. Let's set up, let's upgrade power. I think it's about time we do power, yeah? You guys want to do some power upgrades? I think we should do some power upgrades. People have been asking for a power upgrade for quite a while now. I think we should give it to them. Damn it, don't try to water void the modules. You're covering those, but not that. You can go here then to cover all of these. You guys should have speed. Okay, we're gonna go to this one. Okay, we got the Logistic Expander interface. You still don't have RoboPort charging pad because we never did the batteries. Never did the batteries because I can't remember a good reason why. But I remember that there was a couple little bits and bobs up here that were in a chain that I wasn't using because they're, yes, these. So you're gonna make me my batteries. Silver zinc batteries. And just try to request the stuff. And then your chest reaching in from there to there is probably not necessary. Same thing with that one. Silver oxide, zinc plate. Silver oxide. Made in some sort of chemical thing. Brick production got messed up. Alright, so most of those can go away. We go down to here. Copy you over. Get rid of yours. Copy this guy down. So that iron ore is only there because of that reason. We'll just not request the brick. If I upgrade that, that's going to get rid of the brick. And there actually is some iron in here from the explosion. Okay, we're back to brick. Pull that iron out. Pull that iron out. Now we're back to making brick again, but these are old electric furnaces, not even multi-purpose, just regular electric. And I think that we have too many of them now. I'm gonna go, I mean, honestly, at this point, it's just like, go down to just one is plenty. You're gonna make brick. We will loader you in. Get you some productivity. Let's put down one beacon over here to affect all these machines. Well, most of these machines, rather. And then have you go up. The thing is, I don't really want infinite brick. I stopped using this quite as often, but in this case, because we're going into a warehouse, I think I will. So if brick is less than 10,000, then make more. Okay. Need better electric. And change you to cement. Is it not called cement? What's it called? Concrete. Dirt. If concrete's less than 10,000, then you can work. Other than that, we'll get rid of that. Or we could just not do this in the first place, and I think that's a whole lot simpler. We're just going to go with a just like that. We'll copy you. We'll just restrict the chest. Ooh, almost just tried to pick that up. Still, deconstruct it. Get rid of that thing. Shoot, my robot's trying to use it. And actually, yeah, I don't really want this belt here, so just request both components. Get rid of these inserters. Get rid of all that crap. Throw in some productivity into there. This thing should be made within range of a beacon, so why don't we grab this. Pull all of these. Get rid of that. That thing's going away. You're now beaconed and productivity. Power. Power's the thing I was supposed to be working on. I was going to upgrade the... in the robot, like, area, right? Where the robots make stuff. I was going to add beaconed constructed stuff. I was going to go up here. And then we were going to go... the 4-tier upgrade. I want to go solar panels, accumulators. We're going to go large. They only go up to tier 3 anyway. I think large is the most efficient. I'm not sure though. Alright, and then next one over, we'll just kind of ignore these for now. We'll go the high capacity accumulator into the high capacity accumulators. High capacity, and high capacity Mark IIIs. Get our modules into there. Still covered by beacons. Everything looks good. Okay, cool. All right. I'm going to take a break here. I will be back, though, in the next episode. As always, thank you for watching. I'll see you in a bit.